Okay. And focus, 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 focus. Maybe. What's up? Well, this is basically going to be a. Um, well, honestly, I wish that my thing would be. I wish this thing would be focused, but it's not. But if it was, I'd be happy. Oh, wait, focus, 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 focus. Come on, focus, 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 focus. Come, Lord. And we're good. Perfect. Okay, so I thought I was gonna have to go through pain just to get this camera to focus, but we're not. It's good. We're good to go. So I decided to do this live today to basically ask you guys a question. What is the worst pain that you've ever been in your life? Like, honestly, ask yourself, like, what is the worst pain that you've ever been in your life? Because all of us have been through pain on some level or some degree. And because for me, the worst physical pain that I've ever been in um, was before this was actually before I got my tonsils taken out. I was about I was in fifth grade, I would want to say, and I came down with from what I thought was a just a normal sickness. I had fever, I had stomach issues, just the regular things that you would think of if you were sick. And then one night, I wake up and I am just in agonizing pain. Like I I had like a I had a really high fever. I felt like I was dying. Um and I had and my neck was like pointing the other way, but that's going to tie into the next part. So we go down to the hospital, and the doctors, they hook me up with an IV, and I already have a fear of needles to this day. If you were to look at me back 8 years from now on my fear of needles, you probably would have laughed. Um, so, and then the doctors came back. They came in. They came into the room where I was stationed at, and they were like, "We need to put you in immediate surgery, um, because you have a virus that is traveling through your tonsils, through your arteries, and if we don't operate now, this could go into your heart and you could possibly die." So yeah. So then they put me under anesthesia. They put me under. Surgery went well. When I came to, I asked what happened because normally when they put you down, you don't remember the procedure anyway. Um, they were like, everything went well. They got they drained the virus, abscess, whatever you want to call it. They got it all taken care of. And then that was probably the worst pain that I've ever been in. Um, Almost breaking my back. Definitely was a really big pain thing. If I'm pretty sure I already did this on another live, you guys can probably go find it. But that was physical pain. Physical pain. I mean, you get slapped on the wrist, it hurts. Big deal. Walk away. But mental pain is not something to be taken lightly. It is really serious. Oh, hang on. 1 sec. Sorry, I'm just kind of using my TV as a another light here. Um, but now I've been in relationships before, and normally, I mean, it was okay. I mean, it's I haven't been on one in I think here if it's 2024 now, then I haven't been on one since 3 years. Shoot, that's how long it's been. I would want to say 3 years. And I'm going to tell you a story of how one relationship really broke me. And I'm still dealing with it to this day. I was a junior in high school, and I was an ROTC. I was an ROTC, and if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically a class that you take in high school. It's kind of like high school military class. And I want to go into the military someday. And that's why I decided to take it all 4 years. And then we had our military ball coming up. And if you guys don't know what that is either, it's a ROTC tradition. It's kind of like a military version. It's like a military version of prom. That's probably the best description that I can give you right now. And then, there's food, there's dancing, whatever. I was when all the eating was done, when all the dancing things was starting to pick up, I was talking to one of my friends, and then this girl comes up. She gets into our conversation. I start talking to her. We start talking, and then I mean, our conversation, we had a lot in common, but we exchanged numbers, and then at one point, we danced. Yeah, I know you're gonna call me the romantic. Yeah, go ahead. But but then we we went out on a couple of dates. Introduced her to my parents. She introduced me to hers. Um, for some reason, she had a really weird obsession about Grey's Anatomy. Now, I'm not hating on Grey's Anatomy whatsoever. I think Grey's Anatomy is a fantastic show. Um, but she did have a weird obsession about it. Um, so then we went on a couple of dates. We went out for when was it? I don't think it was even a month. No, I think it was like a month and a half or 2 months. Regardless, I was at school. She went to a different school, and during passing period, as I was going to one of my classes, I get a text, and it was one of those texts that you would expect to be like, "Okay, if you're just gonna break up with me, just let it happen. Just say it." So then it happened. It was like a couple paragraphs long, and this was the only relationship that I have ever actually went home after school and actually cried about. Now I know what you're going to think. Why cry over a relationship? Well, it's complicated. Um and to this day I'm still struggling with it. And I've tried different ways to get through it. Like working out still is one of my best ways to cope about it. It helps me. I know it's tough. I get it, but hey, relationships aren't forever until you meet the right one, you know? Um, but working out was one of my coping things. It was one of my copes, and it honestly helped both my physical life and my mental life. It's a process that you got to go through. And even though working out did help, it didn't feel like enough. Um, like I remember like the first 2 months that it happened, like all my confidence was shattered. Um, I wouldn't even go. I wouldn't even try to go out. I wouldn't. I would just. I. I, I don't think I would even talk to anybody because of that. But then something happened though. One day I was playing a video game called Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. If you guys don't know what that game is, I highly recommend it. It is a great game. And one of the one of the things that the character said really took me to process, but I actually hold dear in my heart now. He said that failure is not the end. It is a necessary part of the path, and that hope will always survive in those who continue to fight. So I take that loss as a part of me, but I honor it as a teaching and a sacrifice because at that point I thought I failed. I thought I'd lose all hope, but I didn't. And it's I cannot tell you guys how pain is a teacher. It is a really, really good teacher. Um, and it actually gave me a chance to fix or kind of like work on my life a little bit. I started going to church more. I started, working out and just got to find those things and that that you love doing and just hold on to it, and that's honest. If I'm going to be honest, that loss is probably one of the reasons why I'm doing this live or even YouTube right now is because I I mean, I grew up with YouTube most of my life and I see all these people doing all this stuff and I'm like if they can do it, I can do it. And I'm not I'm not doing YouTube trying to like win her back or anything. I'm doing this because well, this is what I love doing and making content is one of my favorite things to do. And I mean, I've had friends who have gone through my experience before, and I can honestly say, yes, I relate. Like it sucks, but it's it's those little baby steps that you got to take to find peace. Got to find purpose. I mean, even though I was 16 at the time, and if I'm gonna be honest, I had a lot of growing up to do. I wish I would have done it before her and I met, but I didn't. But Jesus, man, I'm about to get emotional about it. Whew. Um, but I'm sure you guys are have had or are going through the same thing that I did. And I can honestly say that I relate to you guys because of that. Well, it's um it's a process that you got to take. It's it's just a long and bumpy process, but whew, I need some water. Okay. But I mean, also too, like I have friends who are going through relationships right now, and believe me or not, I'm happy that they are in one, and I hope that those relationships go beyond. But I mean, I've never been in a serious relationship before, but that's the thing. I mean, at this point, if anybody like comes to me for advice, it's just, yeah, yeah, it's, and I hope that you guys share this live for anybody that is going through this right now. And I'm just going to say, you are not alone. Like, you are not alone uh, in this train wreck of a mess that you guys are in. And I mean, and that's another thing. Working, like I work. It takes my mind off of it, and it's it's we all got different ways to cope with all these things. Um, but it's okay to be sad sometimes, but that's only temporary. Here's the thing: if somebody were to come up to me and be like, "Quentin, how do you know if I found the right person?" I mean, the answer would be simple. You would know that you have found the right person if they can't. You'll just know. Like, you will just know. Like, God will point you in the right direction and point you to the person that He wants you to be with. And I think that's one of the things that we are missing is we are so blinded by lust that we don't even know, that we're not fully aware that there are so many people out there that will love us for who we are and not just for the looks or the likes or the followers or whatever. Like, I'm not all for that. Like, I'm I'm just, at this point, I am just waiting because that's all I basically can do is wait. Um but if somebody were to come up to me and be like if let's just say that if somebody wanted relationship advice, like I could give them a couple pointers, be like, hey, this is what to do and not do in a relationship. But I'm always that one guy that somebody can talk to in this kind of sense. But it's Sometimes it can be a train wreck, sometimes it can be an awesome time. And well, best thing in life is having someone love you for who you are to the core. Don't settle for anything less. That's that's wise words right there. That's wise words right there. Um, it's just, but I'm doing great now. Um, pain has taught me a lot. Um, it's it's a really really good teacher. Um, and I mean I've been through different pain before as well. Like I mean losing a loved one. Now that is I would want to say that's about equal because like I lost someone very important to me in my childhood, and that took a that took a big toll on that took a big toll on me. Um, it's not the same without them here, and I'm sure everybody can agree to that. I'm sure everybody has had a loved one that they loved so much, and when they passed, that they were not the same person. But that's all we basically can do. Um, but here's the thing, though. In the situation that I went through, if you can find ways to laugh at those kind of things and be like, yep, been there, done that, and laugh about it, like you will win life. Like it's if you can find your way through the darkness and find the light and just be yourself and just laugh at at all like the things that you did that you thought you did wrong, and like those things were like, yep, been there, done that. Like if you were to laugh about it, you will win life. Like it's pretty simple. Um and sometimes like I rewind like those two verses from that video game over and over and over again, and it's like those words are what I needed to hear. And I mean, yeah, I'm a Star Wars nerd. Like, yes, I am a Star Wars nerd. If you were to ask me any Star Wars question, I would probably guarantee answer it. Um, but it's funny though because after that, you know, breakup relationship thing happened, um, I was scrolling through TikTok and it was showing me a lot of sad, agonizing Anakin Skywalker turning into Darth Vader clips. And I'm like, yeah, this is basically what I'm going through right now. And it's like, yup, I'm feeling it right now. Um, but you can't let like bad pain control you the rest of your life. You got to learn how to get through it, find ways to just deal with it and move on. That's pretty much all you can do. Because, well, it's it's just one of those things. But it's it's very it's very good to talk about these things. Pain is a really good teacher. Um, Ever played GeoGuessr? Never heard of it. Well, here's the thing. I play on the Xbox, so I probably don't probably have that on the Xbox unless it's a PC. I mean, if it's a PC game, probably don't have it. But I mean, actually, I could probably check on the. It's a browser. Oh, hang on. Oh, if it's a browser game, let me. Oh, found it. GeoGuessr is a browser-based geography game in which players are tasked to guess locations from Google Street View imagery. That's actually that actually might be a good game if I decide to do another live. But this is probably the only live that I'm probably going to do tonight because, well, I have others to do. Maybe something new to try. Yeah, sure. Um, I mean, I am good at geography, so look up GeoGuessr YouTubers. Actually, wait. Okay, GeoGuessr. Oh, I know this guy. Okay, I've seen him on TikTok a couple of times. I know who you're talking about. Um, I get it. But yeah, like I just hope that you guys take this live, share it with everybody that you know is going through something um or anything like that, and just kind of spread the word, spread my word a little bit. Just kind of doing all that. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it's growing community. So if you want to grow as a YouTuber, it's a solid thing. I'll look into it. I honestly will take a look into that. Um, but yeah, it's but again, hope you share it. Hope you like it. And if you did like this 27 and a half message about Payne being a teacher, be sure to uh, just, like and just share it. That's all I'm asking. I'm not even asking for subscribers. I'm just asking you to share it and just asking you to share it, like it. Um, but that's pretty much all I got tonight. I mean, that's yeah. Again, that's pretty much all I got. So everybody that was tuning in, thank you so much for tuning in with me on this adventure. Um, recommended your video on homepage, so Universe is looking out for it. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. God send. Thank you so much. But again, thank you everybody so much for watching this adventure of Payne. But but again, thank you everybody for watching this, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Actually, wait, hold on. If I oh, actually, hang on, wait. I think I might do another live tomorrow because okay, so before okay, I still got how much do I got? Okay, I'll say this real quick. So on TikTok, I said that if we got to 100 subs, that I would basically eat the ghost pepper burger from Burger King, and I thought to myself that was a little bit too much of an ask. So I was like, you know what? If we can just get to 1,000 views on YouTube, like that, like on overall videos, like overall, then I would do it. Guess who's at 1.2? Guess who's at 1,200 views right now? So tomorrow, you're probably going to see me probably be in physical pain. Be in physical pain tomorrow. So be sure to be on the lookout for that. So, but again, sorry, I got sidetracked. Again, thank you everybody so much for watching for this. be sure to like and comment and share on this. And as always, we will see you in the next video. Peace out.